Well, have you heard any good lawyer jokes lately? Don't worry, I'm not going to tell you one. But sometimes various groups and various professions are the butt of jokes, and the lawyers are certainly one of those that receive that. A few years ago, in a particular situation, I needed the legal advice of a lawyer, and I'm sitting in his office, and a man I'd known for some time, and he looks at me and he says, Jess, people make jokes about lawyers, but they don't joke when you really need one. And I thought, point taken. And he helped us with our situation. All turned out well. Well, we need someone who can go before God and represent us, if you will. There's a passage that's back in Exodus 32 where after the people of God had gotten in trouble with the golden calf that Moses is going to intercede. He's going to speak on behalf of the people and plead for mercy before Almighty God. Well, we have someone who does that for us regularly. And let me just take you into the scriptures to look at this, and I think you'll be blessed as we look at this. It's in 1 John chapter 2 and verse 1. And here it says, let me read it to you. My little children, these things I write to you so that you may not sin. And if anyone sins, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous. Advocate means a representative. In some sense, he might be considered our defense attorney in this situation. He pleads our case. Well, first of all, why do we need to have someone that speaks up for us? Well, there's a verse that's found in Revelation chapter 12 and verse 10 where our adversary, Satan, is called the accuser of the brethren. We have the prosecutor in the form of the Satan, if you will. And there's a biblical example. In the first two chapters of Job, you have recorded a historical event where Satan goes in and before God accuses Job. Well, however this actually plays out for our lives, we know we have an advocate, someone who speaks up. In the highest court there is, we have the best representation you could ever get. So that should remind us that we have one who speaks up for us. That should make us feel valued. That should help us know that we are loved. And that should just, once again, as we've talked previously, should help us with our sin and the shame that it brings. So today, as you think about that, just be refreshed and be reinvigorated with the reality that we have someone who is willing to speak up, to defend us, to be our advocate in the courtroom of Almighty God. Give thanks to that one and serve that one today.